Good day, everyone. Our presentation is called A Count Numeration System. Today, we will discuss how our numeration system works. But first, let's look for the backstory of the A numeration system.
Not a long time ago, a group of BSc students wanted to create a new way of counting. They didn't want to use numbers alone. They wanted to do something more symbolic and meaningful, something that anyone could understand. Instead of using regular tools, they look at something familiar, like playing cards. They weren't using them to play games, but to find meaning in the shapes of the fursuits. First is the heart. The heart is soft and round with no sharp points, which became the zero. It represents wholeness or emptiness, just like zero. Spade. The spade has one sharp point at the top, which became the 1. It's shaped like a spearhead, symbolizing a single direction or action. Diamond. The diamond has 2 sharp points, one at the top and one at the bottom. Then, lastly, is the clover. The clover has 3 round parts, like a 3-leaf plant. It's also less sharp, but it has 3 distinct points. So these symbols weren't just for games, they became a creative way to think about numbers and meaning in everyday life.
A-count numeration system is a symbolic number system that uses the 4 traditional playing cards, such as spade, clover, heart, and diamond, as the basis of expressing numbers, values, and hierarchies. Instead of using regular numbers like 1, 2, and 3, this system uses the symbols to represent values, countings, or show order. So it's symbolic number system where each suit might stand for a different value or position, and by combining them in a certain ways, you can represent different numbers or meanings. Think of it like a secret code or a new way of counting, but with card suits instead of digits or letters. In our A-count system, we called each symbols as a heart, a spade, a diamond, and a clover. The value of each symbol is a base 4 system. A heart is equivalent to 0 because the heart is smooth and round with no sharp points. It represents wholeness or emptiness just like the 0. Think of it as starting point, soft and balanced, or nothing to count yet. A spade is equals to 1. The spade has 1 sharp at the top. It's shaped like a spearhead, symbolizing a single direction or action, so it's naturally fits the value of 1. The third one is the A diamond is equivalent to 2 because a diamond has 2 sharp ends from the top and the bottom points. It's symmetrical like a balanced sphere, 1 above and 1 below, so it makes sense to see it as a 2. And the last one is the A clover. It is equivalent to 3. A clover has 3 lobes like a 3-leaf plant. Visually and conceptually, it reflects the number 3. Also, it's less sharp but still has 3 distinct points in its structure.
For the place value in our numeration system, it operates on base 4 foundation with each suit representing a digit, class, tier, or unit of value. So for the 0 power, which is equal to 1. For the first power, which is equal to 4. For the second power, which is equal to 16. For the third power, which is equal to 64. For the fourth power, which is equal to 256. Example, so 4 to the power para makuha ang 64, ang 4 ay tatimes sa sarili ng 3 beses.
Now I'll be showing you the table for our account numeration system. So this table connects 3 things. In the first column, we have numbers from 1 to 20 and base 10. In the second column, we see how those numbers look in base 4. And in the third column, we use the account symbol, which are the diamond, heart, spades, and clover, to match each number for the base 4.
For our example in addition operation, what is the sum of a diamond, a clover, a heart plus a diamond, and a clover? Step 1. Translate the account symbol into base 4 digits. For a diamond, it represents number 2. A clover, it represents number 3. A heart, it represents number 0 plus. A diamond, it represents number 2. A clover, it represents number 3. So the base 4 digits ay 2, 3, 0 plus 2, 3. Step 2. Convert each base 4 digits to decimal. We will use the power of 4 para malaman ang halaga ng bawat digit. Sa 230, ang 2 ay pangatlo sa base 4 numeration digits. Para malaman kung saan power of 4 siya ita-times, ay ima-minus yung place value niya sa 1. So, ang magiging computation ay 2 times 4 to the second power plus 3 times 4 to the first power plus 0 times 4 to the 0 power. Bali, pag kinompute na ang power of 4 ay magiging 2 times 16 plus 3 times 4 plus 0 times 1. Tapos, ita-times na and add the 32 plus 12 plus 0. Ang magiging sagot ay 44. Next naman ay 2 times 4 to the first power plus 3 times 4 to the 0 power magiging 2 times 4 plus 3 times 1 tapos 8 plus 3 equals 11. Step 3, add the 2 decimal numbers. So 44 plus 11 is equal to 55. Step 4, convert the answer back to base 4. So yung 55, i-divide sa 4 hanggang hindi na siya pwede i-divide. Then yung numerator ay ita-times sa 4. Bale yung 3 times 4 ay 12 tapos ilalis sa sagot sa loob which is 13 para makuha yung remainder na 1. Ganon din sa 13 times 4 is equal to 52. Tapos ilalis sa 55 para makuha yung remainder na 3. Yung mga remainder pamula sa baba pataas ang magiging base 4. So dito, ang sagot ay 313. And lastly, step 5, convert base 4 digits to a count symbol. The answer is A clover, A spades, and A clover. For next example, what is the sum of A speeds, A heart, A clover, A heart, and A heart plus A speeds, A heart, A clover? Step 1. Translate the A count symbol into base 4 digits. For A speed, it represent number 1. A heart, it represent number 0. A clover, it represent number 3. A heart, it represent number 0. A heart, it represent number 0. Plus for A speed, it represent number 1. A heart, it represent number 0. A clover, it represent number 3. So the base 4 digits ay 10, 30, 0 plus 1, 0, 3. Step 2. Convert each base 4 digits to decimal. We will use the powers of 4 para malaman ang halaga ng bawat digit. Para malaman kung saan power of 4 siya ita-times, ay ima-minus yung place value niya sa 1. So ang magiging computation ay 1 times 4 to the 4th power plus 0 times 4 to the 3rd power plus 3 times 4 to the 2nd power plus 0 times 4 to the 1st power plus 0 times 4 to the 0 power. Bali, pag kinumpit na ang powers of 4 ay magiging 1 times 256 plus 0 times 64 plus 3 times 16 plus 0 times 4 plus 0 times 1. Tapos ita-times na and add the 256 plus 0 plus 48 plus 0 plus 0. Ang magiging sagot ay 304. Next naman ay 1 times 4 to the 2nd power plus 0 times 4 to the 1st power plus 3 times 4 to the 0 power. 1 times 16 plus 0 times 4 plus 3 times 1 magiging 16 plus 0 plus 3 equals 19. Step 3. Add the two decimal number. So 304 plus 11 is equal to 323. Step 4. Convert the answer back to base 4. So yung 323, i-divide sa 4 hanggang sa hindi na siya pwede divide. Then yung numerator ay ita-times sa 4. Yung mga reminder pa mula sa baba pataas ang magiging base 4. So dito ang sagot ay 11003. And lastly, step 5. Convert base 4 digits to A count symbol. The answer is A speed, A heart, and A clover.
For our subtraction operation, so the given is A diamond, A clover, A heart, less A diamond and A clover. So for our step 1, we will just translate the A count number symbols into base 4 digits. So it will be 2, 3, 0, and 2 and 3. So the base 4 digits is 2, 3, 0, less 2 and 3. So for the step 2, we will convert each base 4 digits to decimal. So we will use the powers of 4 so that we can know the value of each digit. Sa 2, 3, 0, ang 2 ay pangatlo sa base 4 numeration digits. Para malaman kung saan power of 4 siya ita-times at ima-minus yung place value niya sa 1. So magiging computation ay 2 times 4 squared plus 3 times 4 to the raise of 1 plus 0 times 4 raise of 0. Bale, pag na-compute na ang powers of 4 ay magiging 2 times 16 plus 3 times 4 plus 0 times 1. Tapos ita-times na and then add the 32 plus 12 plus 0 and magiging sagot is 44. Then next naman ay 2 times 4 to the raise of 1 plus 3 times 4 to the raise of 0 is equals to 2 times 4 plus 3 times 1 is equals to 8 plus 3 is equals to 11. So the step 3, we will just subtract the two decimal number. So 44 less 11 is equals to 33. Then step 4, we will convert the answer back to base 4. So yung 4, i-divide sa 4 hanggang sa hindi na siya pwedeng i-divide. Then yung numerator, ita-times sa 4, bali yung 2 times 4 ay 8, tapos ilala sa sagot sa loob, which is 8 para makuha yung remainder na 0. Ganun din sa 8 times 4 is equals to 32, tapos ilala sa 33 para makuha yung remainder na 1. Yung mga remainder pa mula sa baba pataas ang magiging base 4. So dito ang sagot ay 2, 0, 1. And lastly, the step 5, convert base 4 digits to A count symbol. So the answer is A diamond, A heart, and A spades. So for our next example, we have the difference of spade, heart, clover, heart, heart, less spade, heart, and clover. So for our step 1, we will just repeat it like we will just translate the A count symbols into base 4 digits. So it will be 10300 less 103. So for our step 2, we will just also repeat it like we will convert each base 4 digits to decimal. We will also repeat the process, which is we will use the power of 4 para malaman ang halaga ng bawat digit. Para malaman kung saan power of 4 siya ita-times at ima-minus yung place value niya sa 1. So magiging computation ay 1 times 4 to the 4th power plus 0 times 4 to the 3rd power plus 3 times 4 to the 2nd power plus 0 times 4 to the 1st power plus 0 times 4 to the 0 power. Bali, pag na-compute na ang powers of 4, magiging 1 times 256 plus 0 times 64 plus 3 times 16 plus 0 times 4 plus 0 times 1. Tapos ang times 9 add the 256 plus 0 plus 48 plus 0 plus 0 magiging sagot ay 304. Next naman ay 1 times 4 to the 2nd power plus 0 times 4 to the 1st power plus 3 times 4 to the 0 power. So it will be 1 times 16 plus 0 times 4 plus 3 times 1 is equals to 16 plus 0 plus 3 is equals to 19. So the step 3, we will just subtract the two decimal numbers. So 304 less 19 is equals to 285. So for our step 4, we will just convert the answer back to base 4. So yung sagot is i-divide sa 4 hanggang sa hindi na siya pwede i-divide, then yung numerator times sa 4. Yung mga remainder pa mula sa baba pataas ang magiging base 4. So dito ay sagot ay 10131. And lastly, step 5, we will just convert the base 4 digits to A count symbols. The answer is spade, heart, spade, clover, and spade.
For our example in multiplication operation, what is the sum of A diamond, A clover, A heart times A diamond and A clover? So step 1, translate the A count symbol into base 4 digits. So A diamond represent number 2, A clover represent number 3, A heart represent 0, multiplied by A diamond represent 2, and A clover represent number 3. So step 2, convert each base 4 digits into decimal. So we will use the powers of 4 para malaman ang halaga ng bawat digit. Sa 230, ang pangatlo sa base, ang 2 ay ang pangatlo sa base for numeration digit. So para malaman natin kung sa ang power of 4 siya ita-times, ay ima-minus yung place value niya sa 1. So ang magiging computation yung sa 2 times 2 times 4 to the second power. So ayun nga, ilalas nga yung kanyang place value sa 1, kaya naging 2 yung kanyang power. So 2 times 4 to the second power plus 3 times 4 to the first power plus 0 times 4 to the 0 power. Bale, pag kinumpute natin yung power na may 4, powers of 4 rather, ay magiging 2 times 16 plus 3 times 4 plus 0 times 1. So kaya naging 16 yung ita-times sa 2 kasi 4 times 4 is equal to 16. So 2 times 16 is equal to 32 plus 3 times 4 is equal to 12. So ang 0, hindi naman siya mamumultiply. So 0 times 1 is equal to 0. So 32 plus 12 is equal to 44. So next naman yung 2 at 3. So yung 2 ita-times siya sa 2 times ita-times siya sa 4 to the first power kasi ang place value ng 2 ay 2. Tapos ima-minus siya sa 1. So kaya naging 1 yung sa number 4. Kaya naging 4 to the first power siya. So 2 times 4 to the first power plus 3 times 4 to the 0 power. Kaya naging 2 times 4 plus 3 times 1. So yung 3 times 1, kaya siya naging 1 kasi hindi mo naman multiply yung 4 sa kasunod niya pang 4. So 2 times 4 is equal to 8, 3 times 1 is equal to 3. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So we proceed to step 3, multiply the two decimal numbers. So yung answer kanina na 44 and 11, i-multiply lang siya. So 44 times 11 is equal to 484. So step 4, convert the answer back to base 4. So yung 484 na answer natin kanina, i-convert ulit natin siya into base 4. So paano siya? So yung 484, i-divide sa 4 dahil tayo ay base 4, kaya sa 4 siya i-divide hanggang sa hindi na siya pwede i-divide sa 4. So yung mga numerator ay ita-times sa 4 para makuha yung remainder. So yung 1 ita-times sa 4, 1 times 4 is equal to 4, tapos ililas sa sagot sa loob, which is yung numerator, na 7, para makuha yung remainder. So, kaya nakuha yung 3 dahil 1 times 4 is 4, 7 minus 4 is 3. Kaya ang remainder ng 7 ay 3. Ganon din sa 7 times 4 is equal to 28, tapos ililas sa 30 para makuha yung remainder na 2, and so on. So, yung mga remainder pamula sa baba pataas ang magiging base 4 natin. Hindi siya magmumula sa taas pababa. So, yung sagot natin dito ay 13210 sa base 4. Paano natin siya masasabing base 4 siya? Kapag walang 4 pataas na number, dapat ang ating number sa base 4 ay 0, 1, 2, 3 lang. And lastly, step 5, i-convert natin yung base 4 digits sa ating symbol, which is A count. So, the answer is A spades, A clover, A diamond, A spades, and A heart. Next example, what is the answer of A spades, A heart, A clover, A heart, multiplied to A spades, A heart, and A clover? So, yung step 1 ulit natin, ita-translate natin yung A count symbols into base 4 digits. So, ang ating base 4 digits ay 10300 times 103. So, step 2, convert each base 4 digits into decimal. So, ang computation natin, 1 times 4 to the fourth power, plus 0 times 4 to the third power, plus 3 times 4 to the second power, plus 0 times 4 to the first power, and 0 times 4 to the 0 power. So, pag kinumpute natin yun, yung powers of 4, 1 times 256 plus 0 times 64 plus 3 times 16. So, yung dalawang 0 naman ay wala na silang value, kaya pwede natin silang skip. Yung mga 0, ang una, ay pwede natin silang skip. Pero dapat alam pa rin natin kung ano ang kanilang place value. And then, ita-times na natin yung kanina, yung 1 times 256. So, pag nakuha na natin yun, ipa-plus na ulit natin. So, 256 plus 48 is equal to 304. And then, yung next one is 1 times 4 to the second power, 0 times 4 to the first power, and 3 times 4 to the 0 power. So, ganun lang ulit, 1 times 16 plus 0 times 4 plus 3 times 1. Pwede na din natin i-skip dito yung 0. So, bali ang ating ay 16 plus 3 is equal to 19. And then, proceed na tayo sa step 3. Yung i-multiply natin yung two decimal answer natin kanina, which are 304 times 11. So, ang sagot doon ay 5,776. So, step 4, convert ulit natin siya into base 4. So, yung 5,776, i-divide ulit natin sa 4 hanggang sa hindi na siya pwedeng i-divide. And then, yung numerator, ita-times sa 4 para makuha natin yung mga remainder. And then, ayun, yung remainder, pamula sa baba pataas, yun ang ating magiging base 4. So, ang sagot dito ay 1122100. And lastly, step 5, convert base 4 digits into A count symbols. So, ang ating answer ay A spades, A diamond, A spades, A heart, and A heart, na nag-represent sa ating base 4 digits na 1122100.
For our example and division operation, our given is A diamond, A clover, A heart, divide A diamond, and A clover. This step 1 is to translate the A count symbol into base 4 digits. For A diamond, it represents number 2, A clover, it represents number 3, and A heart, it represents 0, divide A diamond, it represents 2, A clover, it represents number 3. So, the base 4 digits ay 230, divide 2, 3. The step number 2 is to convert each base 4 digits to decimal. We will use the power of 4 so that we can know the value of each digit. Sa 230, ang 2 ay pangatlo sa base 4 numeration digits. Para malaman kung saan power of 4 siya ita-times at ima-minus yung place value niya sa 1. So ang magiging computation ay 2 times 4 squared plus 3 times 4 to the first power plus 0 times 4 to the 0 power. Bale, pag kinompute na ang powers of 4 ay magiging 2 times 16 plus 3 times 4 plus 0 times 1. Then, kapag na-times na ang kapag na-times na, i-add na yung 2 times 16 is equals to 32, 3 times 4 is equals to 16, then 0 times 1 is equals to 0. So, 32 plus 12 plus 0 is equals to 44. Next naman is 2 times 4 to the first power plus 3 times to the 0 power is equals to 2 times 4 plus 3 times 1. And 2 times 4 is equals to 8 plus 3 times 1 is equals to 3 and 8 plus 3 is equals to 11. The next step is step 3. To divide the two decimal numbers, so 44 divided by 11 is equals to 4. The step number 4 is to convert the answer the answer 4 back to base 4. So yung 4 ay i-divide sa 4 hanggang sa hindi na siya pwede i-divide. Then yung numerator ay itatimes sa 4. So magiging 1 times 4 is equals to 4, tapos ilalas ang sagot sa loob, which is 4, para makuha yung remainder na 0. Yung mga remainder pamula sa baba pataas ang magiging base 4. So dito ang sagot ay 1 and 0. And lastly, the step number 5 is to convert base 4 digits to A count symbols. The answer is A spade and A heart. The next example is, what is the quotient of A diamond, A clover, A heart divided by A diamond and A clover? This first step is to translate the A count symbol into base 4 digits. So for A spade, it represents number 1, A heart, it represents number 0, A clover, it represents 3, A heart, it represents 0, then A heart, it represents 0. Divide for A spades, it represents number 1, A heart, it represents 0, and A clover, it represents 3. So the base 4 digits ay 0, 3, 0, 0, divide 1, 0, 3. The step number 2 is to convert each base 4 digits to decimal. We will use the powers of 4 para malaman ang halaga ng mga digit. Para malaman kung saan power of 4 siya itatimes at ay ima-minus yung place value niya sa 1. So, ang magiging computation ay 1 times to the 4th power plus 0 times to the 3rd power plus 3 times to the 4 to the 3 times 4 to the 2nd power plus 0 times to the 1st power and plus 0 times 4 to the 0 power. Bali, pag kinompute na ang powers of 4 ay magiging 1 times 256 plus 0 times 64 plus 3 times 16 plus 0 times 4 and plus 0 times 1. Tapos, itatimes na and add the 256 plus 0 plus 48 plus 0 plus 0. And it is equal to 304. The next one is 1 times to the 2nd power plus 0 times to the 1st power plus 3 times to the 0th power. So it is equal to 1 times 16 plus 0 times 4 plus 3 times 1. 1 times 16 is equals to 16, 0 times 4 is equals to 0, and 3 times 1 is equals to 3, and 16 plus 0 plus 3 is equals to 19. The step number 3 is to divide the two decimal number, so 304 divided by 19 is equals to 16. And step number 4 is to convert the answer back to base 4. So yung 16 is i-divide sa 4 hanggang sa hindi na siya pwede i-divide. Then yung numerator ay itatimes sa 4. So yung 1 times 4 ay is equals to 4, tapos ilala sa sagot sa loob, which is 4, para makuha yung remainder na 0. Ganon din yung 4 times 4 is equals to 16, tapos ilala sa 16 para makuha yung remainder na 0. Yung mga remainder pamula sa baba pataas ang magiging base 4. So dito ang sagot ay 1, 0, 0. And lastly, step 5, convert the base 4 digits to A count number symbols. The answer is A spades, A heart, and A heart.
For our reflection, one notable challenge in designing the enumeration system is the symbolic mismatch between instructional ranking and cultural expectation. The enumeration system uses familiar cards, suits to make base 4 concepts engaging and visually intuitive. However, symbolic mismatches like ranking diamonds below other suits, despite their cultural status as highest in card games, can cause confusion. Despite these challenges, the system promotes creative thinking and pattern recognition. In our system, the diamond is positioned as second to the highest value, yet in many casino card games, the diamond is traditionally perceived as the highest ranking suit. This reversal can create cognitive dissonance for learners familiar with card hierarchies, especially in contexts where suits order carries strategic or emotional weight. The A system transforms numbers into symbols learners already recognize, like card suits, making abstract base 4. Base 4 concepts feel familiar and fun. It's like turning math into a visual puzzle where each suit becomes a character in a story. While the A system uses familiar card suits to make a numeration engaging, those same symbols can carry multiple cultural meanings, like love, luck, power, health, wealth, which may distract from their mathematical function.
Thank you for listening.